Hello and welcome to the 12th ever NFT Guild Roundtable. Today we have a special event. The CEO of Vacuum Labs, Michal Petro, is here to give us a special presentation on their newly released cross-chain wallet, NuFi. The wallet supports Cardano, Ethereum, Flow, and Solana accounts and offers a custom-built NFT gallery that allows users to view and manage their NFT collections for multiple blockchains all in one place. Thank you, Michal, and welcome.
So thank you guys. Thank you for having me. My name is Michal Petro. I'm originally from Vacuum Labs, and I've been working with Cardano ecosystem since 2018. I was the lead of the Adalite project. After some time, we decided to build a new wallet that's called NuFi. And now I'm solely focusing on this NuFi wallet, and I'm leading the whole project. I'm still a part of Vacuum Labs, mainly as an advisor for blockchain and cryptocurrency related business. But 90% of my time is dedicated to NuFi now. Okay, so maybe I can briefly discuss NuFi. So after we built Adelaide and it was a quite successful wallet, we decided that we want to build a Web3 multi-chain Web3 wallet because we believe that the future of blockchain is multi-chain and there will be no single winner, but there will be more chains and probably they will be used for different specific use cases. Maybe some chains will be used mainly for gaming and NFTs. Some chains will be dedicated to DeFi and stuff like that. Some chains maybe will be serving purpose like KYC financial services or something like that. Who knows? But we definitely believe that the future is multi-chain. NuFi was built with this in mind. Maybe I will show you a short presentation. We have basically two versions of the wallet. One is a browser extension that can be used with any Chromium browser. The other version is a simple web version. With this web version, you are not able to connect to the apps just with the browser extension one. We plan to release also a mobile wallet in 2023. We will be starting to work on it in Q1. Currently, NuFi is a pretty standard wallet that is supporting 4 different blockchains. We support Cardano, Ethereum, Flow, and Solana blockchains. As you can see, all the assets that I have on this demo wallet are listed in this dashboard. I can search for some specific asset here and find it. From this screen, I can manage the sending and receiving of the assets. I can even manage exchange of the assets. This Empower token, it cannot be traded on the exchange that we support, so it was not inserted here. But if you choose some assets that can be okay. Tether on Flow also cannot be. So, but it should work for assets like, let's say, this one. Okay, so it doesn't for some reason at this time. Anyways, we have also NFT section where we have a multi-chain NFT gallery, and the user can see their NFTs. We are not loading all the NFTs at all because that would be too much load. So user needs to select NFTs for which blockchain they want to see. First time the NFTs are loading slower. Next time I come to this site, it will be faster. Yeah, and I can be switching between the chains to see all my NFTs on any given chain. Yeah, NuFi is multi-account. So as you can see, I have, for example, for here, the NFTs are divided by account. I have NFTs on multiple Solana accounts. So this is divided among the accounts. What I can do with the NFTs from here. So let's say I can select multiple NFTs and send them. In case the token is not pure NFT, but it's kind of an FT, right? So you can also select the amount of the token. And I can decide if I want to send the NFT to external address or if I just want to transfer it among my own accounts. I have a lot of accounts here because we use this wallet for testing, so a lot of accounts here. And yeah, let's try to send it somewhere. Probably not to Ledger account, probably to this account. And the transaction is now being submitted in the background. I can close the screen and I see the status of the transaction up here. Once this sign got green, I know the transaction was executed and was successfully executed. So this is for the NFT support. Of course, users can use the wallet to connect, for example, to JPEG Store or to any other DApp on the Cardano network or any other network that we support. So let's say I will connect with this one. I am connected and I can start buying or selling NFTs on the JPEG Store. What's issue for wallet like ours is that initially when you release such wallet, it's of course very difficult to get integrated with all the dApps. So for example, we just launched the Ethereum support, and of course no big project would integrate NuFi on Ethereum, let's say OpenSea. So what we are doing this, we are emulating MetaMask. I need to disable my MetaMask. Once my MetaMask is disabled, I can connect. Okay, let me log out here. Let me log in. I will now I will log in. I will click on the meta. Sorry, I need to refresh this. And now NuFi will be behaving just as MetaMask because I disabled MetaMask. Now NuFi is overriding. I can do all the necessary things like message signing with NuFi and Okay, I'm not sure what this is not working, but I should be able to create a new account here. I'm not sure, but this is not working at this point.
It's the usual demo effect, right? It works all the time, and to the point when you want to demo it, it doesn't work. Like.
Anyways, we'll need to debug this. We just launched this Ethereum functionality just yesterday, right? So there may be still some bugs. It's possible that this bug is related to the fact that I have 0 Ether on the wallet. Anyways, we will debug this, but simply it will be possible today, not. But tomorrow or next week, it should be possible also to use OpenSea without any issues. We are also emulating other wallets with NuFi. Let me show you. So if the user wants, we can emulate Flint on Flint or Eternal on Cardano. We can emulate Phantom Wallet on Solana, and we can emulate MetaMask on Ethereum and on other EVM chains that we will be supporting. We are just now polishing the Ethereum integration. As you see, it's not perfect yet, but it should be polished pretty soon. And we plan to release support for Milkomeda Cardano sidechain later this month. Milkomeda is planning to release some NFT games soonish, so we would like to be there once they release it. Other probably interesting feature is that the users can stake to all supported blockchains here. We don't have Ethereum here yet because we want to wait until the Ethereum staking works properly. And currently Ethereum, if you stake, you cannot unstake, right? So we want to wait until they fix this, and it will be able to unstake. And once this is done, we will also start providing Ethereum staking service. We also have WingRider's decentralized exchange integrated here, so users can actually swap assets directly from this user interface. But of course, it's also possible to connect to WingRiders as usually. This is what we have now. I already mentioned some of our plans that we plan to release mobile version next year. We plan to add some more non-EVM chains. We plan to add some more EVM chains. One feature that we are currently exploring is, and that can be actually useful for NFT projects, is so-called seedless social login. And I will show you what I mean. So Kukai is a Tezos wallet, and you can connect Ledger to it. You can create a seed phrase wallet as usual, but you can also use this social accounts to create a non-custodial wallet. So user will just log in with their Gmail account or any other social account, and they immediately can start using a non-custodial wallet. How the magic is done behind this? So the seed phrase is distributed in Torus network. Torus is a service basically enabling this seedless non-custodial wallets logins, and this could help with onboarding of Web2 users. Of course, this is not very safe, because if the social account credentials are compromised, then the attacker can easily retrieve the seed from this Torah's network. But there is also a second layer of protection that can be implemented here, and that's a kind of two-factor authentication. It's more complicated to implement it. We will be first releasing it without it, just as an experiment in an experimental mode. And but later on, we plan also to add this second layer, and we think this can help with the onboarding of Web2 users to Web3 world. Initially, we will be onboarding these users just through this social login. Once we see they will have some activity and they have some digital assets on their wallet, we will be automatically showing them some prompt to upgrade their security and use this two-factor authentication. If anyone is interested how this two-factor authentication works on this Torah's protocol, I recommend looking on this tor.us website, and you can find all the information here, or feel free to reach out to me offline, and I can explain it how it works. But if this two-factor authentication is activated, it is actually safer than just using a common seed. Of course, the safest way is always the hardware wallet. But even if the user starts using this social login account, they can always add some hardware wallet account and use them as a cold storage. And this is something that we plan to start like beta testing in Q1 2023. The social login, social account login.
So, sorry to interrupt. Just one question: is there any way to get your seed phrase and restore it in a different wallet, in a standard wallet, after you create such a social login, and use the same wallet without having to transfer the asset?
Yes, it's possible. Of course, it depends on the implementation, but we plan to implement it in a way that it will be possible, and the users will be able to restore the wallet anywhere, so they can like switch from this Torahs to some like more common way of credentials handling. But unless they will have this two-factor authentication turned off, it will be unsafe, right? But if they turn on this two-factor authentication, it should be safe enough. And in that case, so we have been just discussing it today. So before we will have this two-factor authentication, we will not allow the seed phrase export. But after we will have this, two-factor authentication, after that we will allow users also to export the seed phrase. So yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, thanks for that. And getting back to the NFT features of NuFi a bit, for instance, for marketplaces that are multi-chain, like OpenSea that you showed, maybe they'll integrate Cardano, maybe not, but they still have Ethereum and Solana that you support in NuFi, right? So if I connect with NuFi, will I be able to see both my Ethereum and Solana galleries linked to OpenSea, or not?
Okay, so not in a single window. So you can do it in two windows, but you won't be able to see them in a single window. let's see. Let's try. I never tried. Okay, but this is Solana.
Applicable to any blockchain. Like, for instance, if OpenSea integrates Cardano, right, in 6 months or.
So if OpenSea integrates Cardano, you will be able to connect. But actually, it would be possible for NuFi to connect to a single session with all the blockchains. But this the apps, they are not ready for that. So if you want to see your Solana and your Ethereum and your Cardano account on OpenSea, you need to have 3 separate windows, right? We would be able to connect to a single window, but simply that the app doesn't support this functionality. So you would need 3 separate windows for that, or 3 separate tabs for that.
Okay, but you're still only logged in with NuFi.
Yes.
Even if you have separate tabs.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can be. We have this feature that you can be logged to different DApps, or even to the same DApp, but in a different window on different blockchains with different accounts. So basically, each connection to the DApp is a separate instance, and you can fully configure it. So that's why you are able to be connected to any DApp with as many blockchains as you wish.
And also different wallets and accounts. So
yes.
This is something that we use on a daily basis, basis, to the ability to switch on the fly between multiple accounts. For instance, we have one that we use with a certain set of DApps and another that we use with other DApps, and that ability to switch accounts, I think, would be for a lot of users.
Yeah. I will here I have 2 sessions of JPEG Store. To the first one, I will connect with my ADA1 account. To this second, I can connect with my ADA2 account. And now I'm connected with this to these 2 sessions with different accounts. If I want to see, let me pin this. If I want to see the details of this connection, I just click on this button and I see, okay, here I'm connected to JPEG Store with this account. Okay, I want to see details on this connection. Okay, here I'm connected with ADA2 account. You can also change it and connect, for example, with some other account here, right? So, and you can connect at the same time with as many accounts you want. You just need a separate tab for each of these connections.
And that way they'll be simultaneous.
Yep.
Yeah, we usually don't use simultaneous connections, but yeah, this is still very good to know. And for the multi-chain gallery, is that still something in development? What I mean is that will NFTs be able to be displayed in multiple types of views? Because here I'm only seeing one. Let's call it a thumbnail view. Oh, you're already.
Yeah. You can open it up. You can also open the image right here, right? So you can see the. Yes.
And that takes you to IPFS directly when you open up the image.
Yep. This is directly IPFS.
Because I'm assuming for the thumbnail you're doing some sort of caching, right? Or...
Yeah. I believe all the thumbnails are cached on our server. For Cardano, we are doing it by ourselves. For the other chains, we are using some third-party services for that.
Yeah. Just a quick hint. There is one on Cardano also. It's called NFT CDN or something like that. It's by Smog Pool.
I believe, but they are. Yeah. We have been just looking at it recently. I think they're in an alpha version now. Yet they don't have. They are not in production. So yeah, if there will be this opportunity to switch to this kind of service, we will definitely go for it.
For now, I think he's only demoing the service on Pool PM, and it seems to have really made the site faster since they implemented it. So they seem to be doing a good job, but yeah, just a hint in case you're exploring partners. And Ben, because we've talked with him from your team previously, also mentioned something about the integration of NuFi with some future Catalyst changes that will come starting Fund 10 or 11. Can you maybe talk a bit more about that? Or
yeah, so Vacuum Labs, our parent company or founding company, they're developing the hardware wallet integrations for Cardano since 2018, and one of the recent requests was a support for a new Catalyst portal, a new Catalyst voting. And as Vacuum was doing it, they also asked us NuFi to test case and implement this support in a NuFi wallet. Basically, how it should work in the future, there will be some Catalyst portal where the users can browse the projects. They can choose project they want to vote for, and they will just connect their Web3 wallet to this portal and execute the voting through this Web3 wallet. There will be more wallets that will be supporting this. For sure, it will be eternal. I'm not sure if any other wallet will supporting it initially. Also, I'm not sure when this next Catalyst round will start, because it's still in preparation. Also, what will be a big change in this following Catalyst round will be that users don't have to vote by themselves, but they can delegate their voting power to some trusted people in the community, and these trusted people from the community, they will be voting on behalf of users. I think this is a very nice feature, because maybe it can bring some corruption also to the Catalyst process, but definitely it should bring more expertise into it. And yeah, so these calls that will be required to execute this Catalyst registration and Catalyst voting, there are two new calls that needs to be implemented by by Cardano Web3 wallets. They are very, very special. They are special, and in order for the wallet to be compatible with this Catalyst Voting Center, they need to integrate these two calls, but it shouldn't be that difficult. So sooner or later, all wallets should have this.
So it won't be like a regular other Cardano transaction.
Yeah, it will be very similar. It should be a very similar experience to like when you are using JPEG Store, for instance, right? You connect, you use the user interface to do your business, like select the people who you want to delegate to, or select projects you want to vote for. and you execute the transaction and sign it with the wallet. Yeah, it will be usual Cardano transaction with some special format.
Details. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Send Felix, Peter. I don't want to hug the mic. If you have any other questions, especially in your areas of expertise, go for it.
Yeah, thanks. About the tokens that you display, do you have any integrations with the token registry to do some verification? Because I'm asking, we have worked a lot with a new standard for verification of NFTs. So what do you have in place today, or is it something that we can work on?
Yeah, so for Cardano tokens, I'll be honest with you, I don't remember. I think we have some integration with Cardano registry, but I'm not 100% sure. I will find out and I will let you know afterwards. I'm pretty much sure that for Ethereum we are using some good token whitelisting service. I don't remember which one, but we definitely have some good token whitelisting service, and the same for Flow and Solana. But I'm like 90% sure that we are using token registry, and if there will be some service that we will be able to use to basically prove the authenticity of NFTs, we'll be very happy to use it.
Great, sounds good. Go on.
A good segue. I just wanted to add a bit to what you were saying, Sent. So in the NFT Guild, so there's the token registry, but that's mostly centralized to the Cardano Foundation, right? They're the ones who handle it and do it manually. And in the NFT Guild, just so that you get a more clearer picture, we've been working for the past several months to create sort of a decentralized version specifically for NFTs. Because currently, I think JPEG Store more or less has the monopoly on verifying Cardano NFT projects. So in a way, there's a bottleneck there. It's also centralized in a sense, but there's also a manpower bottleneck, right? Because they have to allocate actual humans to do the actual verification. And artists who want to verify need to go through that verification process. So in our case, we know we're artists who have launched on Cardano previously. We have already 3 or 4 collections launched and verified on JPEG. Well, actually, 3 of them are verified on JPEG. One of them was done through Emorgo, so it's not yet verified on JPEG. But anyway, so it's kind of a choke point. So that's why with the NFT Guild, we've been working towards this decentralized version, and we're looking as it goes live to wallet partners also to possibly integrate the standard. So that's what Sent was mentioning, a bit more detail.
That would be great. And like, is it a problem nowadays? Some, let's say, counterfeit or fake NFTs?
It's perhaps now with the market downturn, it's not such a big problem as it used to be. But once the bull market starts, or last year, it definitely was a problem. But there's also AI image identification solutions being built by some other members of the Cardano community. But this is strictly more to tying the credentials of creator to the tokens.
I see.
Which is basically what JPEG Store does now, but they do it manually and individually for them, they allocate the resources. It's not a community thing, as it were. It's not an outside database or a way to do it on chain, because that's what we're, at least Santa and our other developer, who's also our CIP editor for the guild, is not here today, but have been working on the technical side, and we've been trying to assist with input from the art side and from the creator point of view.
Yeah, so guys, when you will be ready with a rollout for this, so we are happy to integrate it and even test with you during some beta or alpha period.
Yeah, sounds great.
Guys, do you have any suggestions for us? What we can do better? What we are missing there?
We'll have a suggestion regarding the NFT galleries. So mostly we use the NFT galleries in wallets from time to time, but mostly we still use Pool PM. And I think the main reason for that is the fact that you can very easily grab a shareable link, right? So I can grab a link to an NFT and send it on Twitter or Discord or whatever with very little ease. Would there be a way to integrate such functionality into the wallet? Some way for me to grab a quick shareable link from the wallet directly? Because I think if that feature is in, maybe it will start moving people more into the ease of actually using the wallets and not relying so much on a third-party service.
That's a good point. And where should the link be pointing to? Just to IPFS, or should it point to some service like, for example, Pool PM?
Well, here is actually the problem to be solved, right? Because ideally, perhaps you would want it to point to IPFS directly, but the problem is that IPFS, as I'm sure you know, is slow sometimes. So that's why you need some sort of caching, and Pool PM does that caching. So when the time comes to load the image loads almost instantaneously. I know this is a UX problem, and we're kind of re-centralizing a bit of the stack here, but not really, because ultimately the image is still on IPFS and you can still view it in its full IPFS version anytime if you're willing to wait the extra, I don't know, seconds or whatever. It's 10 to 20, 10 to 15, depends on IPFS connection, and I think how many times the NFT has been loaded on IPFS. But yeah, that's the advantage of something
also I think the advantage using Pool PM is that you can see the metadata, right, of the NFT, because if you point just yeah, so I'm just checking it. It looks pretty okay, but I think also some NFT marketplaces are offering this service, right? Like showing the metadata of any arbitrary NFT.
Yeah, I think that's true for the most part on Cardano, as long as the collection is verified, at least, because otherwise it's hard to find it in the marketplace collection, unless it's your NFT and it lives in your wallet and you can get to it that way. But if you don't have an NFT from an unverified collection, it probably will be pretty difficult to find it. Most genuine collection, I suspect, at this point are verified in some shape or form, especially since JPEG Store has captured so much of the market on Cardano. They're at close to 97% the last time we checked. But yeah, that's also a function of how Cardano works, and the fact that you have native assets that can only be listed on one marketplace at a time. Maybe once this changes, I know there's some effort. Actually, you guys have a really good product that I don't think has been marketed enough to the NFT community. I'm talking about Jam on Bread. And that would be a very good way to solve this problem of one marketplace monopoly on Cardano, since Gem on Bread allows you to really quickly buy assets on any marketplace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, the Gem on Bread, it was taken over by a new team, and I know that they are planning to fully dedicate to the product, so probably we'll see some improvement there on the product, especially on the management side. Yeah. We had a poor management on our side, like on Vacuum Lab side. So we found somebody else who took over and who is fully dedicated to it now.
It was pretty feature rich, but I think not enough people in the NFT space knew about it, and the fact that it's so fast. Like probably they assume that because it's an intermediary of some sort, it would take, I don't know, a longer time for the contract to execute, but it's almost, from our tests, it's almost as if you were buying on whatever JPEG store or CNFT.io directly without any type of intermediary. The smart contract executes almost instantly. So it's...
Yeah, but it is, as you said, right? JPEG store has the monopoly. Is very, very difficult to compete on such market.
Well, for regular marketplaces, maybe, but since Gem on Bread was an aggregator and NFTs didn't need to be listed directly in their contract, because I think that's the way most NFT marketplaces are doing it. They have their own contract and you have to list in their contract. But since Gem on Bread didn't have that requirement built in, it still allowed you to find most of the NFTs you would want to be searching, right? And you took the verification from JPEG store. There wasn't any need to create a separate verification mechanism. Actually, JPEG store also took it at the beginning from CNFT.io, but because JPEG store only launched about a year ago, and before that, CNFT.io was dominating but the Cardano NFT space. But
Yep.
You've been here.
Yeah. Guys, sorry, I'm very sorry. I will have to leave in 5 minutes. Before I leave, by the way, if you want, I can connect you to the new Gem on Bread team. Maybe you can have a discussion. Maybe you have some ideas for them. Maybe you want to cooperate with them somehow. So I can connect you with them after the meeting if you want. And what I wanted to ask you is some more feedback, what we can improve. This was a very good feedback, the links. We'll definitely figure this out. It shouldn't be difficult to do this. I understand where your need comes from, and I understand this can be something that people want to see there too. Do you guys have any other observations, any other feedback that where we can improve?
I have a question and then maybe a suggestion after that. I saw that you had the possibility to do staking on Cardano. Mm-hmm. Was there a possibility to select a pool for that, or is it?
Yes. You can select any pool. So our pool is pre-selected, but you can change it to any pool.
Yeah, great. That was good to hear. At least also because of the planned extensions with the Catalyst Fund, where you're required to stake. So that's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And your suggestion?
No, my suggestion was to have your pool as the preset, but being able to select others.
Yeah,
so you had that already. Good.
Yeah, it's exactly, and we have a selector, so you can either search for the pool by typing it in or by scrolling up and down. So all the pools are in there in the selection window.
Great.
Another suggestion for the NFT gallery, and maybe this is something a bit more personal to us, but we've been talking a bit even before this call, because we had that conversation with Ben also, and he also asked for suggestions, and we were thinking that it would be really cool to be able to switch between multiple ways to view your NFTs. So without leaving on the page of a single NFT, maybe have 2 or 3 options to have multiple views for the gallery, right? So for now you have the thumbnail view, but also larger per collection view possibly, but also sort of a list view or smaller thumbnail view for people who have hundreds, some even have thousands. Even our collection is multiple hundreds of NFTs, right? So maybe we want to scroll through that. Sometimes we don't know exactly what we're looking for, or maybe we're looking for some NFTs to possibly list because we're not so interested in them, but we don't know exactly what. So a view in which you really quickly get to see multiple hundreds of NFTs, I think would be helpful for, not for all collectors, but especially for collectors who have larger collections. And I know that's the case with at least a percentage of the more serious people who collect on Cardano, even from the ones that have been here for a long time and are still collecting on Cardano.
Makes sense. So list view, I will check with the team. Do you expect also to be some very small thumbnails on the list view, or you don't care that much about the thumbnails?
Yeah, preferably yes. So if you can find a good UI, an appealing UI in which to include a small version of the thumbnail, that would be helpful. And some sort of a collection view in which perhaps I don't know, I don't want to dictate too much of your UI experience. That's for you to figure out, but some way to be able to focus in, maybe without losing the view of the other items in the collection, but to focus in on one collection and to view the components of that collection if I have multiple NFTs in a larger display than the standard thumbnail view.
Okay. This is something we have been thinking about, but we didn't figure it out yet, how to do some good collection view. Maybe the reason is that we are not that big NFT collectors. Everybody of us has some NFTs, but we have only a handful or a dozen on NFTs, so we don't need to manage those NFTs by collections. So any suggestions here? What are the descriptions of what are the exact use cases would be very welcome and helpful for us. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's also a question of having enough feature without having too many, right? Because you don't want to get into very nitty-gritty filters. Leave that part to the dedicated services like CNFT tools. I don't think you need to integrate that into the wallet. But there should need to be some level of functionality to make me want to use the wallet more than I want to use PoolPM, right? Or any other NFT viewer, because that's been I think the biggest factor for NFT gallery directly in wallets. Like a lot of wallets did it, but I don't know if they took away market share from PoolPM in the viewing game. So sometimes when you select the NFTs that you want to send, it's really helpful to have it. But outside of just building transactions, probably not a lot of collectors go to the wallet to see their collections. And at least if a portion of that probably could move to the wallet, because it's ultimately it's easier, right? It's easier than PoolPM, especially if you have multiple accounts and you can view all the accounts in one single list. Because in PoolPM, I'm limited to one stake key. But in your wallet, you have the ability to add multiple accounts. So I'm not limited to a stake key. And that's the main advantage, I think. So
yeah, okay. So you're right. You can see multiple accounts. There is some limitation on this screen when you see the accounts and the NFTs for the account. I think the limitation is if you have more than 10, then we don't show anymore. There will be some button show more here or something like that. But you can always open the account and see the NFTs there. But what is, I think, unique is that you can search among all the NFTs that you have, among all the accounts that you have, right? So I can type in this and I see the NFTs that I'm searching for. So if you have 10 accounts and you know that you have some NFT, but you don't know on which account it is, you can easily find it here.
Yeah, that's a helpful feature. Yeah, this is why I said that having access to multiple accounts is definitely a plus of the wallets as opposed to just seeing one stake key.
Yeah, guys, I'm very sorry. I need to drop because I need to babysit my kids, and my wife is already texting me for that. So I need to run. Thank you very much for having me. If you have any suggestions, anything, or if you have any ideas how we can cooperate with you guys, feel free to reach out directly to me, and we can have a talk.
Yeah, thank you very much for your presentation today and for bringing up the speed with your development on NuFi, and we won't keep you anymore from your kids, and have a nice evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you. That's it.
Me too.
That's a wrap. Yeah.